Yo, there's a boxer out there that he just waiting to be discovered. So I'm gonna give out some keys to all of you that's boxing out there that you really need to start to concentrate and work on. One is what is called feeling, meaning you might get in a huddle with both of y'all up against each other. But now you gotta feel and know where his next blow is coming from and know what your next blow is gonna be. And then you gotta also know that there's certain parts and certain ways you can hit certain parts of the body that will cause some. Like there's a certain place. In fact, let me give y'all a hint. All right, and this all good boxers should know this. Your the upper right wall of your stomach, you know that top muscle. You can hit that muscle in a certain way. I ain't gonna give y'all that. But you can hit that muscle in a certain way that will cause it to spasm. Now what happens is it's not like you know how you make a person not lose his breath. You make a person not want to breathe. You make a person breathing slow down when you give them this blow. And you already know if you make somebody breathing slow down, so they on their way to being knocked out. I mean, any good boxer knows this. But, you know, you real boxers, y'all gotta learn how to start. Like, I see many boxers, like, even Terrence Crawford, yeah, he's good at staying on the outside, dancing outside, and getting, but if you trap that boy off, he gonna be gone. And Terrence, you know this. So you gotta get better and stop relying on your. I mean, but nah, you can't. You can never stop relying on your speed. And that speed that Terrence got, and the fact that he able to switch hit at ease, it's like that's that. He's a damn good boxer. My hat goes off to that dude. But Terrence, all it waits is somebody to learn to feel. And that's what it seemed like you started off with it, Terrence, but you relying more on your speed now. Instead of utilizing your speed the right way with that feel, you gotta feel. Gotta go in, you gotta feel. Well, and in order to feel, all you gotta do is touch. Because once you touch, then you can maneuver and then land at will. And you got enough speed, Terrence, and the fact that you can switch hit like you do. That's the Terrence Crawford. Yeah, you might say, who am I? Well, let's just say years ago, as a little child, I was known as Terrible Tiny Tim, 3T. And everybody back in the East New York, around Georgia Avenue, like Cato, the Tomahawks, oh, they knew of this little dude. That I am. I'm still like this little dude. He's still here. But I don't want to fight nobody today. Well, in fact, I don't have to. Heaven has blessed me. Just as I was blessed when I was little, I've watched all my life. Me be blessed, going through it. Of so many things. I have so many stories that I could tell you all. But that's neither here nor there. I'm happy, like, because boxing it's a gentleman's sport. You know, they say, oh, it's a warrior sport, but a warrior is a gentleman. Which takes me to, you gangs out there. Y'all keep going around. Let me tell you something about the gangsters from yesteryear. And it was a code that the gangsters had that made them stay gangsters. I mean the real gangsters, not the little soldiers afoot. The dudes that y'all done took everything to some stupidness, some dumbness, because all y'all doing is killing all of us. But anyway, when I was younger, because I mean I got out of that gang Even before I turned like 7 years old. I think around 7 years old, I didn't want to do that no more. So I just stopped. I just disenfranchised myself. And thank God nobody came at me to say, yo, you did. Nobody never told me or tried to tell me what to do. That was like, when I became the leader of the Little Tomahawks, that's exactly what it was based and established off of. I was one little dude that you could not tell what to do. And be careful what you even said to me. But that was when I was a little dude. I'm still a little dude. But my mental has done evolved so much higher than that. Like, the things that I've been shown that I see that, the world can make happen. And guess what? It starts with, you little Bloods, you Crips, it starts with y'all. But y'all sitting down here, all you gangs, MS-13, all of you gangs, it starts with y'all. But y'all sitting out here being dumbasses, killing each other, and not realizing that. And when that time is made to come, we all gonna need each other. Do y'all understand? So it's best that all you Bloods, all you dudes up in Chicago and Washington and New York, wherever you're killing each other at, y'all really need to stop that bullshit and wake the fuck up and see what's on its way. Just look around you. And trust me when I tell you this, just look around you. There's so much happening in the world. Unexplained at that, but I could explain it, brother. Let me tell all of y'all, and you might think, oh, this nigga bugging out. There are many things that the one who created even us, even though we the last things he made, and he made us greater than all things, there are many things around us, even otherworldly things. Life from way beyond our skies. Because there's much more out there. The Father had made so many things. It's when you were but died and birthed for the third time, which we all in the flesh do await. When we die from here, we're going to be birthed again. Because let me tell you something about death. They taught you life and death has no partnership, right? That's bullshit. So you might think that, okay, life and death have no partnership, so you think that when you die, it's all over. No, don't believe that. Because let me tell you, death is only the beginning pains of birth. And all the scriptures do tell you this. People are just too blinded by the religions and their explanation of what certain things mean. But brothers and sisters, I come with the truth. And I'm telling all of y'all, all people in the world, wake up. Look at your lands. You keep bullshitting. Yo, y'all ain't see the lightning run down from the sky. Y'all ain't see that yet. Like, lightning just come down like it's chasing people and tearing them up as soon as it ripped through them. Tearing down houses like, y'all haven't seen the lightning run the ground yet. And we don't want to see these days come. And these days can be made to come. If we keep headed on the way we headed, because there is the place where all things do come from. And it's a place which is unseen. This is another thing the scriptures tell you. All things come from the place which is unseen. Everything. And it's shown and proven. If you don't believe that, look at everything that you could look at and see. And look at it. You'll see, like, you might look at a book and say, well, this book. Yeah, well, guess what? Before books even became books, it was a thought first. It was a thought that somebody would leave something behind where you could read and understand of days ago. That means recorded history. History was not always recorded. Do y'all hear me? The couch you sit on. Before it became a couch, it was just a thought in somebody's head. Just telling you that everything that you see comes from a place which is unseen, even you yourself. But with us, The one who is in the place which is unseen, and you know who that is, the Father. They say God, but I tell you, no, it's not God. God did not create all things. The one who is our God, and he is the only one who is our God because he is our God. Us, the last things made. That one who has been put over us to be our God, that man over 2,000 years ago, is the only one who is God throughout all the universes. Everywhere. When you leave here, you're going to see so many things. Trust me. They tell you, oh, you ain't going to see. No, you not only you going to see it, you're going to become a part of it. Do you understand? Because death is only the beginning pains of birth. And we all, when you become a man, listen, you yourself come from a place which is unseen. You die to that place which is unseen, yet you were birthed into the womb of the woman. And there, that's where your first death and first birth happened. You came into the womb of the woman now. And there, you live a whole life. You just don't remember it. But oh, believe me, when you was coming through that womb, it's like a whole world, unlike you can't even imagine right now. But you were in a whole world. You lived through it. You were born in it. You grew old and you died. So you thought. Here come your second death. Now you're coming out of the womb of the woman into your own flesh, into the world, where you're awaiting your third death, which you're born after death, then you're born, and this is your second death. Now we're going to go through this life in our body. And it seemed like those 9 years was so, like, they went by real quick when you was in the womb, right? Guess what? While you was there, it was a whole lifetime that you lived. Like, it didn't just happen overnight. Like, you lived, you grew old, you was in the world back there. You just don't remember. Do you all understand? Now you in the flesh right now. You in the world, this world. And it seemed like it's a long time, right? But where you come from, where all things come from, is there. Because of the one who made it all, the Father. Whom the one who is God is the only begotten Son of. This is what makes him God. And the reason why he's God, because the one who made all things, he made us last, but gave us to share an equalness with him. That means out of everything that you can see and can't see, that is, you are greater than it. Even in the sun, the moon, the stars, even the earth we live on, we greater than it all. And all the inhabitants thereof. And there are many things out there. A lot of them amongst us now. And that's why I'm telling all of y'all, you gang members, I mean, LGBTQ community, you gotta stop, because you're smacking heaven in the face. And all of the calamities that shall befall the earth, if we decide to but we shall not be touched with, that's us who are the righteous. And this is why you must remain good and right in life. And by your way, you smack heaven in the face, yo. Heaven made you male or female. The Father who made all things like that. And us, the last things he made us greater than all other things. The only reason why there is God is because of us, man. When we disobeyed, he did not want to put us to death, so there was one assigned to take on that death for us. And that was that man. That's the reason why he did come into the world from the first place. Because the Father's word does not return unto him void. And if you know the story, you know when man touched that which he was not supposed to touch, we were supposed to surely die. Yet, after even from that far back in time, even until today, man is still here. And man is still the greatest. But we testing the heavens. And God going, all of y'all keep Christians, oh, you're waiting for God, Jesus, come back. Jesus is that man. The only one who is God is him. But y'all don't know him. Y'all think y'all do. But if you say he created all things, then you don't know him. Because even he said, my Father, to whom all worship does goes. Like, people worship him. You worship God. No. You worship through God, but all worship is given unto the Father. Y'all must understand these things. Anyway, this video long enough. I hope I reach enough of you in life that you might truly wake up so that the destruction that is to become won't become. And I'm going to tell you, it ain't none of your man's wars, because, man, you won't, all you leaders of nations, y'all ain't going to wind up fighting each other. Y'all going to wind up trying to become a power then, but it might be a little too late then, because these things that's been set to come against us shall be but heaven's doing. Shall let man know that finally, yo, yeah, you thought you great, but you not greater than me. And this thus saith God by the Father. I love you all. God bless.